Hello from Tasmania. Moving overseas is amazing, but it's also challenging. I've forgotten how charming this whole area is.
Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. 'Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave.
After 1.5 years, I am back here in the place where I grew up, catching up with friends and family, and I'm gonna bring you along. Share with you some of my experiences and things I'm seeing. Honestly, a lot of my time here I'm not vlogging because it's just quality time spent with family and friends, and I'm not gonna whip out the camera. But you guys have been following my journey, and I wanna show you what it's like being home and the great things that come with that, and also the hard things too. So, I arrived here about 3 days ago now. The travel journey here from Auckland was actually much easier than I was expecting. It kind of felt like pre-pandemic, except everybody was wearing masks. I was surprised they didn't check any of my documents that I apparently had to prepare. But man, I was just so relieved to touch down in Tasmania, and I've just missed my people over here so much.
On my side, shining through the cracks like the first morning light, feeling like a child with the days and the nights, living in your arms as years go by. It's easier to love. Oh.
I grew up in this city. It is called Launceston. It is actually the second oldest city in Australia. And there's an area in the city I've always wanted to walk around at golden hour and just take heaps of photos because all the colonial buildings are so gorgeous. It is starting to get dark, but wow, what an enlightening experience. I wish I had done this walk sooner. Moral of the story, go be a tourist in your own city. You never know what you'll find. Look at that, pretty sunlight. Autumn is by far the best time to visit Tasmania. So if any of you want to come visit, definitely come in autumn. Good morning, friends. I am on my way to Hobart today to see one of my great friends, Jess. I'm super excited and I love Hobart, and where I live at the moment, Wellington in New Zealand, actually reminds me a lot of Hobart. So I'm excited to see it with a fresh perspective, and it's just such a cool city. I've stopped in this beautiful historical town named Ross. But before I show you around and we go have some fun in Hobart, I wanted to chat about the highs and lows of coming back to Tasmania. I think obviously a big high has been seeing my family and friends, especially my parents and some really good friends I grew up with here. And it's just been great to be in Tasmania. I'm such an advocate for this state, honestly. Tourism Tas should be paying me or hire me one day. I don't know, just a hint. But there's also been some challenges coming home. Now that my life is based in New Zealand, coming back here, I see it in a fresh perspective, and I've really seen that, you know what, things aren't perfect. I definitely have challenges within my family. Don't we all? No family is perfect. And also, I find that I don't often offer the best version of myself to my family. They often get the bits of me that are left over. But I think the thing is that as you get older, you start to see yourself in your parents, and then you start to see your insecurities reflected back to you. So just dealing with that and trying to be more like Jesus in that process and more kind and patient and just praying for strength, and just dealing with other difficulties in family life and navigating friendships. I'm not going to go into details, but it's not easy. It's not easy coming home and confronting some of those things that you kind of left behind. But I think it's good and it's healthy to do that as well. And the reality is I've grown up. I've set up my own life somewhere else and I love my life in New Zealand and being here as much as I love being here and see the people I love. I love my life in New Zealand. It's been great to come home to Tasmania home and realize that and just be like, wow, God has got me exactly where I need to be. But then with that reality comes the fact that whether I like it or not, my life going forward is always going to be split between two places, between Australia and New Zealand. And that's difficult. I, didn't grow up in one place and stay in one place and stay there forever. I have family and siblings that live all over the world, and it's not always easy. It seems glamorous, but that distance can be hard and you miss out on a lot of key moments. But again, we're not all made to stay in one place. We've been put on this earth for different purposes, and maybe God feels like I can make more of an impact by traveling and living other places. And if that's the case, cool. I'm all for it. And as a family friend pointed out to me yesterday, oh, what a shame. What a shame that my life is split between two beautiful places like New Zealand and Tasmania. That's actually a blessing. I get the best of both worlds. I get to meet more people, impact more people. And yeah, I need to have a good mental health toolbox to be able to deal with the challenges when they arise and when I'm really missing people and when things start to feel hard. But there's also so much joy to be found in that as well. Maybe you can relate to this. Please, if you can, comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. While I've been talking to you, this is the view. So pretty. I've made it to Hobart in one piece, and wow, I've forgotten how charming this whole area is, and it is definitely reminding me of Wellington. Dream house right there, and it's number 11, which is my lucky number. I could definitely live in Hobart one day. Every single time I come to Hobart, which is not that often anymore, I always go to Jackman and McRoss. It's an incredible bakery in Battery Point. So Hobart is usually down there, but today it's covered in cloud. Honestly, I'm not mad about it. It is so beautiful. It feels like heaven. Cheers. Cheers. We're hiking up Hanson's Peak at Cradle Mountain today. We have been to Cradle Mountain so many times, but every single time it gets more beautiful and more epic, doesn't it, Mum?
It does.
And at the moment, at this time of year, there's a plant here called Fagus, and it's changing colour to yellow. Look at this Fagus.
Oh my goodness.
Mum's got her Gandalf stick. We made it to Hanson's Peak. Good job, Mum.
Don't you wanna roll?
We are in the Enchanted Forest and it is very true to its name. Molly, where are we going?
We are going to the sauna at Derby. Is that right?
Yeah. This is such a cool experience.
Oh, it's a video.
That,
Refreshed and rejuvenated. Yeah.
but it is just so stunning and the perfect way to end my time in Tasmania.